Okay, here we are for part 2 of our review featuring Valuetrainsusa's 50-foot 6-inch boxcars. First off, thanks for everybody that watches and subscribes, and special thanks to Wilmer from the Indian Head Valley Railroad for the shout out and recommending people to my channel. And so greatly appreciate that. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started with the review of these cars. Hope everybody out there is being safe and healthy and taking care of themselves. And as I said before, with all that out of the way, let's get started with the review, and I'll explain why the DVDs, the Bleach and Dragon Ball Z movies, are sitting here, because it will have something to do with these two cars. So, might bring some interest to everybody. So we'll touch on that here in just a minute. Right now, let's review these cars. Okay. These cars here do not have any separately applied details. And what we mean by that, if you're new to the hobby, these cars don't have any train line hoses. They don't have wire grab irons. They don't, no HML platforms or anything like that. The train hoses or all the intricate piping and all that stuff that they put on these things. As I like to call it, the pretty stuff that they put on their, that a lot of these companies put on their cars to really make them stand out, make them, make them look like the real thing. So, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, I think that's kind of a good thing, because it adds to the durability of these cars. You don't have to worry about kids getting a hold of them, breaking stuff off of them and such. They could be handled by kids and without a whole lot of worry. But anyway, let's take a look at these cars here. As you can see, there's not a lot of, well, there's really no separately applied details, with the exception of the brake wheel right there. That's the only thing I've noticed that is a separately applied piece. Everything else appears to be molded in place. We'll turn the car over and let you look at the underside. Don't see any separately applied parts there. And we'll come over here and look at the trucks. And these are neat here. I like these trucks. These are plastic side frame trucks. They're not, these are KD trucks. Valuetrains uses KD trucks and KD couplers. We have the KD number 5 there. And on these trucks, I like these trucks. I've been trying to find these. I have not seen them on the KD website. They may be on there now. I need to go back and check. But I like these trucks a lot. And if you're, like I said, if you're new to the hobby and wonder what we're talking about as far as the trucks are concerned, and just as a side note, look how free that rolls. I mean, that's really smooth rolling. I mean, that also proves my layout's not exactly level, but that just goes to show you just how free rolling these cars are. But on the trucks, what Katie usually sells are these trucks here with the springs in them. These are metal side frame trucks. I'll try and let the camera focus before I do this. And they have a functioning suspension. I'll push down on it like that. See the springs compressing on that right there? And these are nice trucks too. I put these on an old roundhouse car that I had. But anyway, just as a side note there, I would like to find these trucks on this boxcar and apply them to some of my other stuff. I'd like to find those. Those are really nice. And as I mentioned before, I mean, look at that. I mean, as Wilmer would say, not bad. So yeah, and as I also mentioned, these are painted and unlettered cars. They also have several decorated versions. Here's a decorated version right here. That's, of course, the Valuetrains company brand. And the only change I made to that is put scale 158 couplers on it. So there you go there. But nonetheless, it's basically the same boxcar. So, and these painted and unlettered cars come in several different colors. We have, of course, the bright red and the dark blue, but there's many, many other colors that they come in. With that said, these cars being painted and unlettered, I like this. I like the fact that they do this. And they're not the only company that does this. ACF does this too. In fact, they take it a little bit further. They put the data decals on their cars, and just to show you what we're talking about, if you're new to the hobby, these little numbers right here that you see under the road name, this is our roundhouse car, but if you look right under the road name right there, that's the data decals on there. So anyway, the difference between the AccuRail car and these cars, these Valuetrains cars, the AccuRail cars come as a kit. They're not difficult to assemble, but just be forewarned, if you buy the AccuRail cars, they come as a kit, unlike the Valuetrains cars, which come assembled. So, you know, it's just kind of pick your choice there. So, anyway, with that said, what I have planned for these cars, and we'll bring the DVDs back into the shot, is I want to do something kind of interesting, something that you don't see in model railroading. I wanted to kind of do like a Bleach or a Dragon Ball Z theme to them, an anime theme to them. You don't see that in model railroading. And how I got the inspiration for this, and there's several. Dave, who runs the Crooked River and Eastern Railroad, he has a hopper car with Lois on the side of it from Family Guy. And if you watch his channel, watch his videos, you will, he has a video where he explains how that car came to be. So, yeah, if you get a chance, check that video out and check it out. Also, one of the other inspirations that come from this was I took a picture of a car, a TTX car, when I was in Springfield, Missouri. It was a double stack well car, but somebody had graffitied Ren and Stimpy to the side of it, which was pretty interesting. That was different. I wasn't expecting to see that, so I did take a picture of it. So anyway, that's kind of the inspirations behind these, that kind of puts these cars in perspective. And plus, I kind of just want to do something a little different. But anyway, with that being said, that is the review of these two box cars, and also kind of the plans I have for these two cars. Now, it won't be the exact images you see on the DVDs. It won't look exactly like this, so nobody needs to worry about anything. And I'm not selling these cars. These are for my own collection. Just for something to me, to have some fun to do with, and just have something that looks a little bit different. So anyway, so yeah, and it's not going to be a fast process. It's going to be a slow process. I mean, this isn't going to be something that's going to be done in like a week or two. So because I don't have a computer, I can't print the decals out myself. I know some people that could probably do it for me. I'll have to talk to them. Plus, I'll have to download the images, and then I'll have to apply them to the side of the cars. So it's going to take some time. I mean, this is going to be a slow process. So anyway, with that being said, that will take care of the review of these cars and my plans for them. And also, just as a quick shout out to Wilmer again. He recommended my channel to some of you guys that are watching, and for those that haven't watched his channel, you need to check out his channel, subscribe to him. He's a pretty entertaining guy. I mean, you need to check him out if you can. Also, subscribe to the West Plains Model Railroad Club's YouTube channel. They're a great bunch of guys. I mean, I've run trains up there with them for the past couple years now, so you need to check out their channel too. And also Dave's channel over at the Crooked River and Eastern Railroad. But anyway, that'll take care of this review. Hope you enjoy it. Next episode, we're going to take a look at the 4,700 and 40-foot hopper cars from Athearn in the ready to roll line. Plus, we have a couple of scale trains operator engines we're going to take a look at. So, like I said, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and we will see you in the next episode.